Hey guys, welcome back. And in this session, we'll cover various practice question and answers so that you can prepare for AWS Certified Solutions Architect exam. So let's get started. Which of the following is not a part of AWS Elastic Beanstalk functionality? And the options are notify the account user of language runtime platform changes, display event per environment. Third one is show instant status per environment. And the last one is perform automatic changes to AWS identity and access management policies. Now, the correct answer is option D, that is, Elastic Beanstalk cannot make automated changes to the policies attached to the service role and instance role. Which AWS cloud service can Simple Active Directory, that is Simple AD, use to authenticate user? And your options are Amazon WorkDoc, Amazon Cognito, Amazon EC2, and Amazon S3. The correct answer is option A. That means that Simple AD can be used to authenticate users of Amazon WorkDoc. Option B, C, and D are incorrect because Amazon Cognito is an identity provider and you cannot use Simple AD to authenticate users on Amazon EC2 or Amazon S3. What are the methods for reducing the cost of running Amazon EC2 instance? And you have to select two correct options. So the options are Spot instance for stateless and flexible workload. Then you have memory optimized instance for high compute workloads. After that, you have on-demand instance for high cost and sustained workloads. Reserved instance for sustained workloads. And the last one is spend limit set by using AWS budgets. The correct answer is option A and option D. Spot instance use spare EC2 capacity and spot instance are available at up to 90% discount as compared to on-demand prices. You can use spot instance for various stateless, fault-tolerant, and flexible applications. Apart from that, reserved instance provide you with a significant saving on your EC2 cost as compared to on-demand instance prices when you commit for a long-term purchase of EC2 instances. You can purchase a reserved instance for a 1 year or 3 year commitment. The 3 year commitment to purchase a reserved instance offer a large discount. Which Amazon service help users to determine whether an application running on Amazon EC2 instance has enough CPU capacity? And your options are Amazon CloudWatch, Amazon Config, Amazon CloudTrail, Amazon Inspector, and last one is Amazon Log Analytics. The correct answer is Amazon CloudWatch. It monitors AWS resources and the application that run on AWS in real time. For example, you can monitor CPU utilization, disk input output, network utilization for an EC2 instance that hosts an application. What are the benefits of pay-as-you-go pricing model for Amazon Web Services? The options are reduce capital expenditure, require payment upfront for AWS services, is relevant only for Amazon EC2, Amazon S3, and Amazon RDS. And the last one is reduce operational expenditure. The correct answer is reduce capital expenditure. The fraud detection department in a financial company is using Amazon Web Services to host its application. The application requirement is to transfer data from their POS compliant file system, Lustre, to Amazon S3 bucket. Which of the following statement satisfy the requirements? The options are AWS Data Sync is natively integrated with Lustre file system. Create a data sync task with the EFS file system as the source location and the S3 bucket as the destination location. Option 3. Amazon FSx for Lustre integrate natively with Amazon S3. Amazon FSx for Windows file server take highly durable backup stored in S3. And the last one is if you link your Amazon FSx for Lustre to an Amazon S3 data lake, your content will appear as an object as soon as the attached block storage is available. The correct answer is option 2 because There's a native integration of Amazon FSx for Lustre with Amazon S3. When the free tier of AWS Lambda has been exhausted, how does AWS charge for its usage? And you have to select two correct answers. And your options are by the time it takes for the Lambda function to run, by the number of versions of a specific Lambda function, by the number of requests made to a given Lambda function, by the programming language that is used for the Lambda function, by the total number of Lambda function in an AWS account. The correct answer is option A and option C, and the reason behind that is that Lambda charges are dependent on the amount of time it takes to run the code. Additionally, Lambda charges are dependent on the number of requests for your Lambda function. A company is planning to purchase Amazon EC2 instances directly from Amazon. What are the different contract terms available? And you have to select two correct answers. And your options are 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, 4 years, and 5 years. And the correct answer is 1 and 3 years. So you can purchase a reserved instance directly from Amazon for 1 year or 3-year commitment. The 3-year commitment often has a large discount. Complete the sentence. Fault tolerance refer to, and your options are the ability of an application to accommodate growth without changing the design. How well and how quickly an application environment can have lost data restored. How secure your application is, and the last option is the built-in redundancy of an application component. The correct answer is the built-in redundancy of an application component. And you must know that built-in redundancy is the core principle of fault-tolerant system. What are the pillars of AWS Well Architect framework? And you have to select two correct answers. First one is multiple availability zones, performance efficiency, security, encryption usage, and high availability. The correct answer is performance efficiency and security, and these are the two important pillars of Well Architect framework. In a company, there is an application that has dependencies between its underlying components. When one component fails, the entire application fails. Can the current weakness of an application be addressed by implementing an AWS Cloud Design Principle? And your options are implement elasticity, which enable the application to scale up or scale down as demand changes. Enable several Amazon EC2 instances to run in parallel to achieve better performance. Decouple components by isolating them and ensuring that individual components can function when other component fails. Double Amazon EC2 compute resources to increase system fault tolerance. The correct answer is option C. You can decouple an application into component application or microservices to isolate parts of the application. A failure in a component does not cause a failure of the entire application. This solution also presents opportunities to scale the subcomponent independently. Which architecture design principle applies to the concept of right-sizing the AWS cloud infrastructure? And your options are scale horizontally for increasing workload availability, optimize for cost, make frequent, small, reversible changes, perform operations as code. The correct answer is option B. You should use matrices from the current running workload to select the right size and type to optimize for cost. The solution is one of the best practice on the cost optimization pillar for the well-architected framework. An Amazon RDS database instance is deployed in multiple availability zones. According to the AWS Well Architect framework, this strategy involves which pillar? And your options are performance efficiency, reliability, cost optimization, and security. The correct answer is reliability. The reliability pillar includes the ability of a workload to perform its intended function correctly and consistently when it is expected to do so. The deployment of Amazon RDS in multiple availability zone supports the goal of reliability because it reduces single point of failures. What is the responsibility of AWS in the shared responsibility model? And the options are updating the network ACLs to block the traffic to vulnerable ports, patching operating system running on Amazon EC2 instance, updating the firmware on the underlying Amazon EC2 host, updating the security group rules to block traffic to the vulnerable ports. The correct answer is option C, that is updating the firmware on the underlying Amazon EC2 host. It is a responsibility of AWS to update the EC2 host where the instance runs. According to AWS shared responsibility model, which of the following activity is the customer's responsibility? And you have to select two correct answers. First one is patching operating system components for Amazon Relational Database Service, that is Amazon RDS, encrypting data on the client side, configuring network access control list, that is ACL, maintaining environment control within a data center. The correct answer is option B and D. Customers are actually responsible for data management, including encryption option, asset classification, and the use of IAMS tools to apply the appropriate permissions. And customers are also responsible for the configuration of AWS provided security controls, including the security group and network ACLs. An organization has installed several relational databases on an Amazon EC2 instances. Each month, the database software vendor releases additional security patches for the database. How can I apply the security patch in the most efficient way? And your options are connect to each database instance on a monthly basis and download and apply the necessary security patch from the vendor. Enable automatic patching for the instance by using Amazon RDS console. In AWS config, configure a rule for the instance and required patch level. And the last one is use AWS System Manager to automate database patching according to a schedule. The correct answer is use AWS System Manager to automate database patching according to a schedule. A company plans to migrate an application workload to the AWS cloud. Which control is the responsibility of AWS after the migration is complete? The options are patch the guest operating system, maintain physical and environmental control, identify and protect personal identification information, that is PII, patch customer owned application and customer created applications. And the correct answer is maintain physical and environmental control because they are part of security of AWS cloud and this task is the responsibility of AWS. Which AWS service support encryption by default? And your options are Amazon Redshift, Amazon RDS, Amazon S3 Glacier, Amazon Elastic File System, that is Amazon EFS. The correct answer is Amazon S3 Glacier because S3 Glacier enables encryption by default. Which AWS service help users to maintain contractual and regulatory compliance requirement for the data security by using dedicated hardware application within the AWS cloud? Your options are number 1 AWS Security Manager, AWS Cloud HSM, AWS Key Management Service, AWS Directory Service. The correct answer is AWS Cloud HSM. It helps you to comply with the corporate, contractual, and regulatory compliance requirement for data security by using dedicated hardware security module, that is HSM, within the AWS cloud. You have an application running on Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, that is Amazon EC2, that needs read-only access to several AWS services. What is the best way to grant that application permission only to a specific set of resources within your account? And your options are use API credentials derived based on the AWS account, launch the EC2 instance into an AWS identity and access management role, and attach the read-only IAM manage policy. Declare the necessary permission as a statement in the AWS SDK configuration file on the EC2 instance. Launch the EC2 instance into an IAM role with custom IAM policies for the permission. The correct answer is option D. You must use the custom IAM policies to configure the permission to a specific set of users in your account. The read-only access IAM policy restrict write access but grant access to all the resources within your account. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I would like to inform that we have recently published our courses on Skillshare, Udemy and Tutorial Point. I would request you all to go and check out these courses because it will definitely going to boost your skills to a next level. And do follow us on different social media platforms because we need your support to grow our channel. Apart from that, we have already provided all links in the description, so go and check out those courses and our social media platform links. Thank you.